Hello and welcome to Casual Chef's Kitchen Office. Just a couple things I want to cover and talk about. So, next week, for some reason, I have started to put and finalize my next week's menu on Thursdays, particularly Thursday morning instead of Friday morning. I don't know. Maybe I'm bored. Help me with my boredom. Next week, starting Sunday, and this is in no order except the first meal, because it's St. Patrick's Day. On Sunday, I'm going to be preparing a corned beef with parsley sauce, and I'll be serving that with crushed new potatoes Kalakanan. I don't even know if I got that right, and it's basically English. I just got back from Bel Air. I had to pick up a prescription, and I picked up my corned beef. They're having a great sale on it for like $1.77 a pound. The corned beef I picked up is just over 3 pounds. Robert and I will be eating corned beef for a while. All right, so the rest of the menu for next week, is a shrimp gumbo, and I'm actually using Alton Brown's gumbo recipe, and I got more on that. I'm doing a Mongolian beef 3, because I've done a couple Mongolian beefs, but I try, because you all know that I have not repeated a major recipe since April of last year. So this is a different version 3 of Mongolian beef, and I'll be serving that over white rice. Might switch it up to brown. I'm not sure yet. The next menu item is a tomato basil bisque with garlic bread. Simple enough, but the recipe looks yummy. And then, this is one of Robin's choices as well, a chicken parmesan meatballs. I might, because you can't just buy ground up chicken. I might switch it to turkey because I can get that. It's fairly cheap. So we'll see. I'm going to ask my butcher Sunday morning when I go shopping if he will grind up some chicken for me. We'll see. I'll let you know how it goes. And I'm going to be serving that with a creamy skillet egg noodles with peas. I love egg noodles. Grew up on them, love them. I just didn't want to do buttered egg noodles. I had to kick it up a notch. All right, back to the gumbo. If you're a gumbo person, or basically a person who follows and or dabbles and cooks Cajun food, especially gumbo, you need filet powder. I just picked this up, and I wanted this as a prop. I'm going to need it next week anyway, and it wasn't that expensive. Let me put my glasses on. I'm an old bat. All right, so I was just curious. I have never used filet powder, and I want to get this in the right because the writing is tiny. That's why I put my glasses on. What do you think is the ingredients to this? They're calling it pure ground gumbo filet. It's filet powder. Of course it's ground. So it's sassafras leaves. Now, I don't know where you can get sassafras, because you know me. I like to blend my own rubs and spice blends and so forth. I'm like, okay, cool, maybe something I could do. Where the heck do you get sassafras leaves? So that's why we buy it. And it wasn't expensive. So that'll be going in my kitchen. The other thing I want to talk about is the Shiraka story. We all remember when Shiraka was gone. bottles were going for almost $100 a bottle. The company, the original company, basically there was a supplier issue. The manufacturer, and actually I'm going to switch pages here. Hui Fong is the original manufacturer of the Shiraka we all know and love. His grower, which grew with him, and I mean grew as in his farm got larger and larger and larger as the product that we all know and love grew in popularity. They had a fight. I read this a month or two ago. They had a fight after like 30 some years, and they basically broke up. They got divorced. So let me get this right. I'm switching pages. I'm switching here. Mr. Underwood. Make this back. Mr. Underwood, the farmer, has come out with his own Shiraka. The article that I'm pulling this from has already been posted in Casual Chef's Kitchen, but I just wanted to talk about this guy. I just find it funny. Because basically it boils down to this. It's like trying to reproduce the original Tabasco sauce. Really? Now, according to the person who wrote this article, he taste tested what's the new Shiraka from Hui Fong, because he had to change pepper suppliers. He taste tested Mr. Underwood's, and then he tried a third one. I guess not a blind study, but basically to throw in there. But basically, the Hui Fong original tastes basically the same, but it's milder. Doesn't have the heat that we're all used to. Now, according to this author, let me see if I can get the author for you. There he is. See, the author is Luke Graglia, and he's with. Who are you with? Oh, he's with. Looks like either a magazine or a internet presence called Takeout. According to Luke, there's major differences between these two sauces. Come on, Mr. Underwood has to do something with his thousands of acres of peppers that he grew for decades for Hui Fong. Luke goes into color and consistency and so forth. Basically, again, Hui Fong has stuck with the color, the consistency. It's just a little milder in the heat department, but it has the same great flavor. But Mr. Underwood's is very different. Beside color, it apparently has no heat whatsoever, and it's just Luke did not say it was bad. He just says it does not match up to Hui Fong's original or new original Shiraka. So I would like to hear your thoughts on this. Personally, it's kind of like comparing McDonald's to Burger King burgers or Sonic or one of my favorites, In-N-Out. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not even going to mention the third one. Who cares? I'm sorry. There's no replacing Shiraka from Hui Fong. There's not. It's like trying to replace Tabasco. All right. On this Thursday, here in my office, where the paperwork magic and the digital magic happens, have a great day, eat great food, and have fun cooking.
Phenomena. Phenomena.